Welcome, Libras. I'm Key, and this is our doorway. We're past the doorway. We're now in the Akashic Records. This is for Sun, Moon, and Rising, or anyone that's taken on the energy of a Libra, where you're using your logical or your more level-headed nature in energy. If if I'm if any Libras are watching this, let me know if that's true. That are you very level-headed in your thinking, or even how you do things, whether it be in love, whether it be in how you even use your language. Does it come off as very logical? Leave it in a comment box below, okay? So we're gonna see masculine, feminine, male, female, or any energy that's taking on a Libra, embodying that in themselves, because we all are different zodiac signs. It depends on our environment, the way we want to express ourselves. We now can figure out, yes, we have a birth zodiac sign, but we also have other signs within us, depending on, again, how we want to express ourselves. That way we can say, oh, I'm actually acting like a Libra right now. I'm actually acting like, a Gemini. I'm actually acting like an Aries. Because Libras, your opposite sign is Aries. So I just finished doing their reading. So if you feel that Aries reading would be something to answer to, or something that is calling you to see a little bit more about, because that is a part of who you are, or that's your duality, definitely check it out. So, Libras, cross watchers. What is the heart's desire for Libras for mid-June 2019? Okay. What is present gifts for Libras for mid? So you want to come out, wow. For mid-June. Present gift for Libras. Mid-June. Okay. Look at the angels for your energy. Energy of Libras. Okay. Energy. Lord. Okay, these two want to come in the middle of my hand when I was turning the selfie stick. Look, I'm getting new technology, I guess equipment, so this is all new for me, okay? So I'm learning. That's all I can say. Me and technology, I'm like a 84 baby, so I'll be like, what? Control, Alt, Delete. It's not one of those. You can lock the door. Yes, as my daughter is not too far from me. So I'm burning up this sage. I gotta get the sage going. Okay. All right, let's see. What is your heart driving you towards? Okay, spiritually, you're going in the planet Uranus. Wow. Something about Uranus. Ran. Something about... in my mind's eye. And when I say my mind's eye, I'm not just talking from myself. I know I had to say that in other readings because I usually don't acknowledge who I am in translating, but my mind's eye is connected to source, is connected to God, goddess, God, Gaia, mother, father, ancestors that are in the spiritual realm. And not just my ancestors, the ancestors of you, Libras, and cross watchers, family members that passed on to the other side. They are here to give me the, not only the advice to tell you, but to show me in my mind's eye movies or pictures or scenarios that you may be able to resonate with or can actually accept in your waking life. Okay? So enough about that. Okay, so you're going into your spiritual side. An unusual example. Yeah, I just gave one unusual example. Mentally, a different way of looking at an unexpected change. Ran. Something about running or ran. You ran into something. Or you came across something that made you want to run for the hills. Yet, this is something that is going to give you that understanding in how to unite, how to cause unity. Looking underneath the surface, that's what my mind's eye is giving me. Okay, for example, oh my God, this is going to be unusual, but I had to go by what the card is showing me and the picture I'm getting. All right, urination. To urinate, to pee, to use the bathroom. Usually when you got to use the bathroom, I know for me or for many others, when you're doing something or you tied up and then all of a sudden your body is like, no, I got to use the bathroom. What does it do? It causes your lower nature to clamp up, to tighten up, and you get this throbbing sensation to want to urinate. And any other time, you're like, okay, I usually can hold it, but this time I gotta let it go. You know, when we're young, I know for me, I've heard this, and I'm quite sure you have heard this, Libra, that if you try to hold your urine in, that's not going to be good when we get older, because then we have to wear diapers because we're tearing up our bladder. That was this example. Another one that's coming in my mind's eye as a message is still urination, but you know how when we go to the ocean, to the sea, and say for instance a jellyfish stings you. I'm just seeing this like a Discovery Channel. I'm honestly looking at it like a Discovery Channel. When you get stung by a jellyfish, what is it that we learned? We learned that we can use our own urination, or someone can urinate on us to stop the stinging, from stopping the poison from taking over. If that's making sense. So it's like, oh my God, why are they showing me this right now? Golden showers? Something about urination. I'm telling you, boy. Or if you are wanting to understand how is urination used in our waking life, like as the human body, I think, I'm not sure, I gotta research this, Libras, of course watchers, when we urinate, right, it could tell our sugar intake. It could show not only if we're pregnant, any females that are watching, males, if you're watching, your urination can also tell like what foods or fruits you have to start eating to make it taste good, if that's making sense. Like, Okay, for example, asparagus. You notice how if you eat asparagus, if you urinate, you can smell it. Like it's a distinct smell. It causes a stronger odor. Or compared to if you started eating apples, pineapples, um, anything that are sweet, but I'm getting like pineapples, apples, strawberries, avocado. It will change the way your urine won't even, it will change not only the way your urine will look, but it will also change the way it smells, even to you. It's kind of like you're cleansing yourself. So if you're thinking about how to cleanse yourself, you may be looking at how to cleanse your urine. So cranberry juice. I'm drinking actually cranberry juice to clean my system and to have a different scent, a different odor. Especially since we're already in the summer season, right? Changing up the way we eat or the way we see food can see food. You may be looking into seafood and how that can help you as well. Let me get off of that. Okay. Your heart's desire. Second house. Wow. Okay. So this can be, I don't know, maybe what was being shown to me by spirit guides, by your ancestors, may hold a significance to you. Because we're now in the second house, which is all about Taurus. And Taurus is all about the truth. Truth teller. Seeing the truth in the matter. Like Libras, you're very logical, right? So you normally see the truth in a lot of things. Or even noticing what is true. Like when I was giving you the example of urination of the jellyfish and peeing on like wherever the person got stung, right? That would be the place you would have to urinate. Now, when someone might have said this to someone, they might have thought that person was tacky for one. Like, what in God's name would make a person say urination would be that token to make sure that person is all right? Well, they had to look at transcripts. They had to look at certain texts to find out if what was said was true. So, if this is in regards to you, whatever you feel is something unusual to you, Libras, or people that are taking masculine, feminine, male, female, that are taking on Libra energy, which is about learning and logical thinking. Whatever you feel is unusual might actually be usual. Is again that jellyfish. We all go to the beach, right? And we're about to head to the beach, right? It's going to become hot soon. So going near water, trying different elements of food, figuring out how to get again insects away from us without us spraying certain things on our bodies to get the insects away. Even what we start to take into our system can cause significance. Again, it's something about you tapping into your spiritual nature of what is the truth to you. So your beliefs, right? What you truly value is going to be your resources. So I just gave an example of urination. You might know a way to make toothpaste. You might know a way to clean the system, the body in a different way. You might have learned a way to lavish a person. Wow, lavish a person. Why would I say that? Okay, how to be lavish as a person without losing resources can be a benefit. I know it is for people like myself. I love Material things, yes, but I love things that matches the material. So a lot of times we may believe that we might have to spend a lot of money to look lavish. Libras, what if you know a way, or you have learned a way to look real lavish but didn't have to spend that much money? Right now, it would be really helpful for your insight on those concepts, like where to go. Even again, my mind's eye, I might have to do this myself and see if that matches. Not just going into stores that have good quality of clothing, but also going into stores that people may think is tacky but is actually not. For example, thrift stores. Um, Came into my mind's eye. Wow, I don't know who ancestor is here. Uh, but I know for me, when being young, my mother, she had really expensive taste, yes. But she was very crafty at how she spent her money. So yes, she might have went to stores that have good quality clothes for me and my brothers, but she also matched it up with thrift store clothing. And I used to look at my mom like, why do we have to go into this store? It's like, it's low rate. Like, no one who wants to walk into a store like this. And she looked at me and laughed. She said, come with me. So we went into the store. Me personally, I went with her that day because my brothers had to do something. And I see not only tags of the price of it, which was really low, it wasn't that expensive, but I seen actual tags on them. And I'm like, Mom, why is it 2 tags? And she was like, well, a lot of people that buy a lot of clothes or have they have enough money to get a lot of clothing, they need more room in their closet. So what they did was donate to thrift stores that could possibly use it, or to Salvation Armies, or to give it to churches or shelters. And I'm like, really? I thought you only can get used clothes at thrift stores. She was like, yes, that's true. But a lot of times you'll see brand new clothes because a lot of people did not realize that they overspend. So they have to give it to charity, or they have to donate so they can have room for new. That's just in my mind's eye to give you. Maybe you had that scenario in your life. Maybe you had that type of situation in your life. That's going to help when it comes to finances as well. Like really showing people, or even using this in your life, will also help you to have a hefty pockets of more money. I'm going to do that. I'm not just telling you guys this, Libras. I'm going to take that advice too, and start hitting up some thrift stores. God bless you, sweetheart. Some thrift stores, some churches that have donations of clothes, and mix and match them with clothes I already have, and see what happens. And I'll let you know on the next reading, okay? Wow, your present is you have the wisdom. You know what works in the world. You know what doesn't. You know what will make anyone feel worthy, and you know what makes it's like you know how to bring out other people's wisdom, Libras. That's one thing. Not only are you wise, but you know how to bring out other people's wisdom. You know how to really look within. I don't know. Again, my mind's eye. It's like you know how when we had to go to the store and we might lose some weight, right? Or even gain weight. But I'm getting this sense of losing weight because it's something about cleaning the system. So you might have lost some weight, right? And a person walks up to you because they could tell by the look on your face that, I don't know, I'm so used to being a particular weight that now that when I lost weight, how do I look lavish, right? And this person looked at you, but they looked within. That means they started walking with you around the mall, or walking with you around the store, right? And they looked at what you were looking at first. They say, well, what do you recognize in this store that you would like? that really makes you feel worthwhile. And you were looking at some belts, you were probably looking at some accessories, you were probably looking at particular pants or dresses, depending on, masculine or feminine energies that are watching. And they looked at not only the material, but they also looked at the colors you were picking. And they might have asked you some unusual questions like, well, what sign are you? You're like, what? Well, you based on your colors, you came out with a lot of light colors, like light blue, light green, light pink, light colors. Are you a vibrant person? Like, is your personality outgoing? Yeah, how did you know? Well, I looked at the way you were picking colors, and something in me wanted to ask you that question because I'm looking at seeing how to use colors to bring out people's personality. But the only way I could do that is by asking an unusual question. I hope I didn't embarrass you or make you feel, whacked out by that. But that's going to give you that wow factor. Like, people you're going to start meeting has those same concepts like you, but in a different way because of their profession. It's like they had to look within as well. It's like you are able to look at the Libra quality in another person based on how they walk with you, how they communicate with you. So, that's interesting. Wow, health. And we were just talking about urination and cleansing, right? Whatever you're doing, whatever wisdom you have, Libras, or people, masculine, feminine, or people that are taking on the energy of a Libra, you are starting to connect the wisdom that you know and the wisdom that you have learned from other people that walked in your life with you, how to connect that to the health. Again, giving you that example from spirit, from Gaia, from goddess, God. Maybe God to you can be or is Elohim, Yahweh, Judah, the Quran, Kuan Yin, Kalima, Krishna, wherever you have learned in your life to call God, you're seeing that you have that understanding of what is true health. Health is in our wealth, right? The more healthy we are, the more we can be alive to get the wealth, to get the resources that we crave. Because it's nothing worse than being unhealthy, right? And then you have to pay for medical bills, and you got to put all the money that you have earned and worked for to keep you alive. Like, physically and figuratively, my tongue, man, and my accent, figuratively speaking, a matter of fact speaking, maybe I should say it that way. Our health also is how we heal not only ourselves, but how we heal others. Again, when that person might have asked you an unusual question, that unusual question also gave them an insight on how to be a better person for themselves and how to connect to others too. From you giving that answer like, yes, I like light cutters, how do you know? Or I like this type of texture, how did you realize that? It's, you start to see that going within and asking that within question will help you to understand people's health. Like, again, do they play baseball? Do they like to play racquetball? Do they like to play tennis? Do they like to play basketball? Do they like to skate? Do they like snakes? Do they like going into the wilderness? Do they, all these things play a part. All these things, like even a snake's venom has not only can cause sickness, but it can cause a person to survive. So it's just how we use it. And that's where you come in, Libras. You have a food. You give people food for thought. Food for thought. Whatever's been a hunger to people, whatever's been hammering others in their life or hindering people, you know how to heal that and give them an understanding. Not only heal them, but you show them how to heal themselves by the way you ask unusual questions to them, by the way you look within that person and give out this understanding of a person knows exactly what to do. Sometimes we feel inadequate, or we feel like we don't have that learning, or that we haven't learned enough to lead our own lives. That's where you come in, Libras or Libra energies, to show us that no, we have it. We just have to shed a light to it. Wow. You definitely check out Aries reading. I feel that it can definitely be of some service to you. You are a monk or nun. Masculine, you are a monk. You know how to mend matters of the heart. You know how to mend matters that may cause madness to people. Females, you are that nun. You are that person that knows that living in the now helps to know what you know and why you know it. You know how to take nothing and make it into something that is new for others. You are you're going to be known for not only your knowledge, but how to understand and look at the United Nations in all things. Masculine, you are always on. You are always on point when it comes to any mindset, even looking at people in their mind, of their mind's eye. You know what matters. So you're constantly on the go on that. You on point. This wants you to, it was said, you're on point. So, angels, your energies, okay? What you are energetically becoming. You are becoming that person of fire. You're becoming that person. Wow, why am I getting fashion? I don't know. It's something about luxury, fashion, things that deal with fabrics. Even, well, being that person of knowing what fabric works for people. Because, again, even fabrics also can either shield us from too much sun or absorbs too much. So say, for instance, a person is facing Libras a fragrant, like they want to become a certain fragrant, right? What if wearing cotton is going to keep them with a odor that doesn't resonate with them, right? They might need you as a person to tell them, hey, have you ever tried lace? Have you ever tried light cotton? I don't know if that's even correct. Cotton that's light, like it's kind of like a khaki material, a fabric that can help with the balance of hygiene, the balance of perspiration. But again, you are energetically being that person that knows the formula, that knows how to figure things out. You are a person that, it's like you are becoming that person that knows not only how to figure things out, but how to present it to people when you're face to face with them. So you are bringing out your outgoing nature. You're very creative. You're confident in your creativity and the things that you do create. And yes, sometimes you are mischievous. I mean, mischievous doesn't have to be like messed up. It can actually be very magnetic because you're bringing out that childlike innocence. We all are children of God. Whether you believe in God, again, in order to be a person, you had to believe in something. Whatever that something is showing you that as a person or a person of interest, as it is felt. People want to see you as that person of interest, that person that knows how to put together things, okay? So, news of exciting new endeavor is going to come your way, okay? Use your originality and ingenuity. So, you're taking on a fiery energy, whether you're being active like Aries. Again, check out Aries reading. Whether you're becoming that leader like a Leo, or Sagittarius, where you're starting something that is going to take a successful soar of events. Know that you are that package, okay? What you are embracing is the Knight of Water. So you're using your emotions to know how to weather the storm, okay? And you might be looking at water in a way, you might be embracing water. Again, being around the ocean. So you might be wanting to be around the ocean right now. That's going to bring out your dedication and your drive, like being around water. Swimming, if you don't know how to swim, learning how to swim, taking swimming lessons. If you're not really into swimming or into going into water, just by being near the water, it's going to give you that energy that you need to keep going. So it's going to bring out your emotional nature. It's going to bring out your romantic nature. And romantic is very vividing, okay? So enthusiastic. And you're using that time to be contemplative. Even if that means taking more baths, even spiritual baths would be something of interest to you. So you're going to be falling in love, or a wedding proposal will be presenting itself. The need to balance emotions, yes, an invitation to a social event. So that would explain why that health was concerned. Libras, you are loved by so many, yet maybe the way you use your language has been hidden. Now you can use your language to show your emotional side. So if that's any concern or consolation to you, finding a way to use your language to be lovely, like using your language to be that, oh my God, it's something about being lovable through the way you look at things and the way you use language, okay? How others are seeing you as, they're seeing you as the boss of your emotions. So look at that. It said that you were embracing your emotions, but how people are seeing you, Libras, is that you are the boss of your emotions. You know how to balance your emotions. You know how to balance the way you express your emotions. And that is very acceptable. If you're connected to Capricorn, which is an earth sign, they're seeing, or people that take on Capricorn nature, which is either if you're around a company or a business, a corporation, company, or even a company that you're keeping in your world, they're seeing that you're well balanced with your emotions. And they would definitely want to team up with you and give you that cup of love. They see that you have balanced your childhood traumas. They see that you have balanced even your childlike expression of self. Like always bringing out your innocence, yes, but not leaving it to the side. It's like you're taking it along for the ride. And people are loving that. It's like you're able to bring out people's childlike nature as well. Like the things that they may thought was childish or wasn't correct, you're showing them that no, it's no such thing. Children are, when you really look at a child, they have that courage to go after things, to see what things are before they even know what or how to judge it. It's like you're so contagious with the way you bring out your childlike nature that it's allowing others to not be cold around you anymore, but to bring out their childlike charisma too. And it's someone that's going to be offering you the cup of love. You may have been experiencing this today, which is the 10th of June, or you may be either from this moment on, even something about October. Maybe whoever you met in October will be coming back to you this month to really show you how much they care about you. Or maybe this person wanted to see you to see how you are, how you're doing. And they're going to realize that they see that you are well put together, that you've been putting yourself together. It's like putting yourself back together again, but in a more tender-hearted manner. So, a contented and rewarded family life, your emotional and material needs will be met. Trustworthy relationships will be happening. Wow. And they see you as the dreamer, or they see that you are their dream come true. If they see you as the dreamer, they see that you're not only dreaming, but you're putting your dreams into a creative manner. You're taking your dreams and you're bringing it out in your real world. And it's showing that you have the dedication, that you have not only the dream, but you know how to really demonstrate your dream to others. Wow. So a leap of faith, they see that you're following your dreams and that you have unexpected opportunities to come your way. A lot of people are going to be more open to you, okay? Energetically, you're taking on the 2 of fire. So again, the number 2, you're seeing that your truth is definitely allowing you to see that you should have that confidence in yourself, that you are lovely, and that you see 2 sides of the story. The energy you're taking on is that you know, Libras, how to take on or how to look at 2 sides of a story. How to look at the mature side of a situation, and how to look at in a way of a childlike way of looking. It's like looking at it from mature to immature. Like even what we consider immature is not immature. It's just that it hasn't had that opportunity to show its maturity in the world. And that's what you're seeing. Like even the way of looking at certain terms and certain texts of words is going to make you feel a new foundation, a new freedom of exploring. So you've come into your own. You have been transforming yourself and you've been coming into your own. So you're bringing out your fire element. Okay? New partnerships are going to be taking place, or contracts continue to move forward. What you are embracing. Wow, that unity. Wow. Your energy, your ancestors, your guardian angels, even the way you look at God by name. When we were looking at Uranus, looking at unifying and urination, again,